Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. The honorable lectures of Grammar in Spoken Discourse, Mrs. Nani Marlina, and all my beloved friends. First of all, let us say thanks to the Almighty God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because of His blessing, we are able to come and join this presentation today. My name is Hasna Nurul Farohah, and I will be moderating today's presentation. We are from Group 7 are going to present the materials about English slang and idioms. And the presenters are Citra Nabil Salsabila, Devina Aurani Novianti, Kristia Maulida Rahayu, and the last is Muhammad Ramadhan Wanfa. I will begin this presentation by explaining the definition of slang. So, slang is the use of informal words and expressions that are not considered standard in the speaker's dialect or language. And the second definition of slang is a type of language that consists of words and phrases that are regarded as very informal, are more common in speech than writing, and are typically restricted to a particular context or group of people. So basically, slang is a vocabulary that is used between people who belong to the same social group who share the same situation and interests. Because slang is very informal language, so it can offend people if it's used to other people or outside of a group who don't know each other well. And we usually use slang in speaking rather than writing. Normally, the speaker uses it as a secret language in communicating with others in their group. That's all I can present. Now we move to the second presenter is Kristia. To Kristia, please.
Thank you, moderator, for the time. At this time, I will explain about slang expression. So, here there is table with two columns. The first column is slang word or phrase, and the second column is meaning. Let's begin with number one. Number one is check it out, check this out. The meaning is look at, watch, examine. It is a verb. Number two, chocoholic, workaholic, shopaholic. The meaning is a person who loves, is addicted to chocolate, or working, or shopping, and it is noun. Number three is stuff. The meaning is things used as a singular, non-count noun, and it is noun. Number four is taking care of business. The meaning is doing things that need to be done. Number five is pro. The meaning is a person who is a professional, and it is noun. Number six is crack up. The meaning is to laugh uncontrollably, and it is a verb. Number seven is vague. Sounds like the vague in vegetable. The meaning is relax and do nothing, and it is a verb. Number eight is dude, man. The meaning is person, man, and it is a noun. Number nine is all-nighter. The meaning is studying all night, and it is a noun. Number 10 is cool. The meaning is good, fashionable, and it is adjective. Number 11, gross, nasty. The meaning is disgusting, and it is adjective. Number 12 is pig out. The meaning is eat a lot, overeat, and it is a verb. Number 13, screw up. The meaning is make a mistake, and it is a verb. Number 14, awesome. The meaning is great, and it is adjective. The expression here is just a slang expression, and that's enough for me. I will give it back to the moderator. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kristia, for the explanation. The next presenter is Citra. To Citra, please.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Here I will explain about the definition of idioms. The first step is a group of words in a fixed order that has a particular meaning that is different from the meanings of each word on its own. And the second definition is a commonly used expression whose meaning does not relate to the literal meaning of its word. And used correctly, idioms can amplify message in a way that draws readers in and helps awaken their sense. I think that's all for me. I give it back to the moderator. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Citra, for the explanation. The next presenter is Devina. To Devina, please.
Thank you, moderator, for the time. Now I would like to explain about idioms expression. The first is a blessing in disguise. The meaning is a good thing you do not recognize at first, or a good thing that seemed bad at first, and then a piece of cake. The definition is easy to do, and then better late than never is it is better to do something late than not at all, and then get over it. The meaning is recover from something, and then I have no idea. It means I don't know, and then not a change. The meaning is it will definitely not happen, and then on pins and needles. It means very nervous about something that is happening, and then on top of the world is the meaning is feeling great, and then pulling your leg is it means making a joke by tricking another person, and then the sky is the limit. The meaning is the possibility are endless, and then this is the most common English idioms. Many other idioms to usage. That's all from me. I will give it back to moderator. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Devina, for the explanation. The last presenter is Ramadan. To Ramadan, please.
Alright, so right now I will explain the benefit of learning idioms and slang. So number one is idiom and slang are important for communication. So effective communication doesn't mean conversing only with a portion of the people who speak a language instead. Language mastery is more than having perfect grammar and a good measure of sentence structure. Idioms and slang are used everywhere, and it is most likely how people will communicate with you on the street, at home, or anywhere else that doesn't require a more formal way of communicating. Therefore, for people learning a new language as a tourist, student, or business professional, it's vital to learn at least the basic of idioms and slang in the language to blend in easily and achieve proper communication with the people around you. Number two is idioms and slang represent the culture. Contrary to popular belief, idioms and slang aren't a trend people create as a new way to communicate. Instead, the origin of it are connected to the history and cultural experience of every generation. Idioms and slang help establish a generation's cultural, often coined by authors, poets, artists, musicians, soldiers, and protesters. Idioms and slang are at par with colloquialism and jargon as they all share the value of specific group and subculture within the majority. Through them, identity is established and cemented in history and culture. So number three is idioms and slang are the future. Idioms and slang are everywhere. Most of the words or phrases used nowadays in informal communication are all part of the last generation. For example, the term cool and neat were initially used by teenagers in the street and later by the general public. As more idioms and slang were created every day, it's not surprised that we might be using more of this casual type of language than usual, especially with the rise of the internet. The current generation may whip up slang faster than we expect. Number four is idioms and slang are form of creative expression. There are other forms of communication. The formal type is often used for serious matters that require a professional tone, such as speech and essays. Meanwhile, the more casual style is what people use for everyday, mundane conversation. Idioms and slang humanize casual conversation. Uh, for example, in North America, nobody talks to formally unless in formally settings. People will always find better and easier ways to express themselves. Through idioms and slang, people can articulate thoughts and feelings in a more creative and meaningful way, and adding extra personality and spice to any conversation. So the last one is learning idioms and slang prevents misunderstandings. So there are specific terms that people could misinterpret. However, learning what they mean may help people understand that it's nothing to be offended about. By understanding idioms and slang, you can also prevent people from feeling upset toward you in every setup. So maybe that's all from me. I'll give it back to the moderator. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ramadan, for the explanation. So everyone, that's all we can present. We are from Group 7, are sincerely apologize if we made any mistake in this presentation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.